The Federer dream has come true.
Just be and feel privileged to have watched this man play his sport.
In the end, it was all too easy.
The 2006 United States Open champion, Roger Federer.
Roger Federer, your 2007 Western and Southern champion.
The man takes the one title that has eluded him to equal the record of 14 Grand Slam titles.
Victory for Federer. This is 66th title of his incredible career. A 7th Wimbledon trophy.
It equals me with Pete Sampras, who's my hero.
An historic night here in Melbourne.
Simply irrepressible and unbeatable.
Absolute delight for Roger Federer.
He's done it. King Roger reigns supreme. Title number 100.
For the 4th time, Roger Federer is champion in Miami.
Basel's favourite ball boy is the 10-time champion.
Well, it's only a half-hour show, so we couldn't show you all 103 titles for Roger Federer in his lifetime, but some incredible stats for the GOAT, Chanda. Which of these numbers stands out to you as the best of the best?
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, you want to look at the money down there, but that's still just a fraction of it because he's got the off-court stuff. But you look at 20 major titles, 103 singles titles. I just can't fathom one person being able to win that many titles in a career. I mean, you know what it takes week after week. It's incredible.
What it takes to win one title, much less 103.
You win one.
You had the privilege of playing against Roger Federer 4 times in your career. The first time you met was at Roland Garros in 2000. That's before he ever won his first title. Could you imagine what you saw on that day would translate to what we have now 2 decades later?
I mean, if I could have imagined that, I should play the lottery a lot more often. I think, no, absolutely couldn't have imagined that. I saw that he had such an unbelievably complete game and was such a great competitor. He has like A, B, C, and D different types of strategy he can utilize against you. He knew that I hated that slice up the line into my forehand corner. I was kind of helpless out of that corner against that shot. He used it well. He was a tough guy to compete against. It was hard to get the upper hand against Roger Federer. He does these things intangibles, the way he returns serve and all the things he can employ against you as a player. You saw, wow, this guy's going to be a great player. But to think that he would have done all that, tough to call. It's unbelievable.
We've got the birthday balloons going on throughout the show for Roger Federer. He turns 39 today. You did get the best of him, 2003 in Doha. Straight sets, Jan Mike. Last match you faced him, then you were like, peace, I'm out. Drop the mic.
Well, I did. You know what? I had to change my strategy completely against him there. I was a lot more attacking into the forehand corner. Players too often try to attack Roger's backhand. He defends so well in that backhand corner. And what you have to do is open up the forehand first to get to the backhand. It's tricky. There's like a multi-layer of strategy you have to employ against Roger to win. And that's one of the tricks of playing these great players is you can't just say, oh, this is what works, this is what works, this is a weakness, maybe not. It's a lot of things you have to do. And that day it all fell right for me.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that makes Federer so dangerous is that he can adjust. He can sort of throw different things at you. And as a player, it's hard to kind of go into a match and know exactly what you're going to need, to win the match, to defend against everything. And, certainly what you pointed out, Jan Michael, it's one of the things that makes it so fun to watch him, but so infuriating, I would imagine, to play him.
Absolutely.
39 years old, still ranked 4 in the world. He's the oldest player in the top 100. He has shut it down for the rest of the year, but says he's going to be raring to go in Australia, start of 2021. Last time we saw Roger shut it down and started up in Australia, that was 2017. He went out and won the thing, won 2 Grand Slams that year. What do you expect to see from Roger Federer when he comes back as a 39-year-old next year?
It's so tough to keep saying, okay, he still got it. Okay, 39, 40. But, how can you say he doesn't? History, if it's any guide, in 2016, you mentioned coming back in 17. 2016, we were thinking, okay, this is his first major setback injury-wise. Okay, this is not looking good. Okay, maybe, and he's proved everybody wrong who thought that. So I think you can't discount his ability to, as Jan Michael said, to adjust his game, the experience he has, to do what it takes, not only, week in and week out when he's playing, but also also to set his schedule in a way where he can maximize and sort of peak for those big tournaments. So I say absolutely he could do anything he sets his mind to.
Absolutely. And if he can stay injury-free and go there and play his full potential, I think that he can always take his game to his opponents out there, for sure. I mean, he has the tools. He's shown it, and he knows exactly. I think that's a very good point, Chanda, is how he approaches his calendar year. So important. He doesn't have to play all the events. He's going to peak at these major events, the Masters events, the Slams, and maybe even take a few of the Masters events out because he's won enough of those. He's trying to go win those Slams still. But you need a few tournaments, obviously, to be match tough, and he knows how to do it.
Pick against Roger Federer at your own peril. 39th birthday, 39 also the number of combined wins he has against the other two members of the Big Three, Rafa Nadal, Novak Djokovic. Chanda, when it's all said and done, is Roger Federer going to be number one in the major category with those three?
It's tough to say. I mean, Steve, the minute he gets one, then the other two come up. And it's like they keep matching and matching. And, I mean, we're just so lucky to see the three of them playing at the same time, three all-time greats, and just pushing each other. You certainly think, okay, Roger has the edge, but I don't know. I mean, there's still a lot of history left to be written, I think.
Maybe one thing, Jan, Mike, he could break still Jimmy Connor's record, 109 total titles. He's at 103.
Yeah,
are there 6 or 7 more?
Saying, come on, give me the one. I mean, that's still unbelievable what Jimmy did. I think it's going to be tough. Novak isn't going away anytime soon. And one of the things that Roger continues to do is he keeps setting the bar higher and higher. Chanda, I don't know. When we were playing, 30 was kind of like, okay, we're ready.
No, they're like, are you retiring?
It's pretty good. You did good. You got to 30 years old. You're still playing some ball. I got hurt a little earlier than I wanted to, but I would have kept playing a little bit longer. But you didn't really think in your head that it was going to go further than that. And now, Roger, 39, he's still going to be playing some fantastic tennis. We know that. So the other guys are watching, well, I can do that too. I mean, we see a lot of players now, 30 years old is now mid-season for mid-career for these guys, and who knows what can happen.
You mentioned the cash. This year, Roger Federer, first tennis player in history to top Forbes' list of highest earning athletes. And he did that now. The highest earning athlete in the world at 39, Roger Federer. The birthday celebrations will continue here on Tennis Channel Live and on TC Plus. Guess what? You can dial up 94 of his classic matches throughout the weekend. Celebrate with Roger Federer. All the Grand Slams, the rivalries, the exhibitions, and the interviews. It's Roger Federer Weekend on TC Plus and TennisChannel.com. We'll be right back.